All right. Everyone stand and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Mr. Carney.
Absolutely. Mayor Carney?
Here.
Mr. Daly?
Here.
Ms. Ferguson?
Here.
Mr. Harriman?
Here.
Mr. Lewis?
Here.
Mr. Sens?
Here.
Mr. Terry?
If there are no amendments or updates to the agenda, we did add a topic of discussion to tonight's agenda, and that is the power outages from Mr. Harriman's request. So making sure everybody saw that. That there are no further amendments or adjustments, we will keep the agenda as presented. Is there a motion to approve the council special meeting minutes from May 1st, 2024? Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Sens?
Yes.
Mr. Daly?
Abstain.
Ms. Ferguson?
Yes.
Mr. Harriman?
Yes.
Council meeting minutes passed. And we're going to move right into our celebration and recognition. As you can see, we have lots of people in the audience this evening and really want to appreciate everybody's time. And we've had a very busy April, end of April, and 1st of May here. So as you can see in front of me, there are artwork from the elementary students who are here this evening. Part of the Arbor Day celebration was we selected, Mr. Kitts came to me and said, I think we should plant our Arbor Day tree at the Plain City Elementary. And I said, that's a fantastic idea. And then we said, what can we do along with just planting a tree? And the teachers all selected first grade to plant the tree. So we lined up probably 100 and over 100 first graders to all help plant our Kwanzaa cherry tree, which is along the path at Plain City Elementary. So as you are walking or biking along, you'll see it next to the raised bed garden. So very excited to enjoy that for many years to come. But we also came up with an idea of doing, it started out as a coloring contest. And the coloring contest kind of worked into, well, let's let the older grades kind of pick their own, like, let's see what they can create from art. So as you can see from kindergarten to 4th grade, that it got a little bit more diverse. And so very excited to do that. First, as part of our Arbor Day celebration, I have to read a proclamation that we set forth in the village for our Arbor Day celebration. So I'm going to read that at this moment. Whereas in 1872, the Nebraska Board of Agriculture established a special day to be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and world, including the village of Plain City. And whereas trees can be a solution to combat climate change by reducing the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cutting heat and cooling costs, moderating the temperature, cleaning the air, producing life-giving oxygen, and providing habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving timber, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our village increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas the village of Plain City seeks to celebrate Arbor Day by planting a variety of beneficial tree species at Pastime Park. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Jody Carney, Mayor of Plain City, do hereby proclaim that the 26th day of April 2024 is Arbor Day within the village of Plain City. And at this time, I would like to recognize, I have a couple of recognitions. I'm going to make my way around here. The first is we have reached a status here in the village that we thought was kind of easier than the path taken to achieve it. And driving around other communities and youth in the audience, I would like to present to you our certificate of appreciation. It is my pleasure as mayor of the Village of Plain City to recognize your accomplishments in the 2024 Arbor Day Art Contest. And so when I call your name, please come up and you can take your artwork and we're going to get a picture as well. So for kindergarten, we have Miss Essie Costello. Help me put it behind you. Here, so that everybody can see her. And then for first grade, I'm not sure, Miss Olivia Wheeler. Second grade is Mr. Kanan Walter. And so the next two recipients, I want to point out that they came up with their own idea. And as you can see, their artistic talents are really shining through in the upper grades. And so I have Miss Lydia Nickel with her painting. And then Miss Addison Carty with her.
You gotta get some.
The next, so this past week, we have helped the Monroe Elementary to put on a safety town. These two officers have gone above their call. I know, Chief, you do such a great job with all the officers that do education and outreach. But back in March, we were talking about how can we move our safety town program so that all children can participate in it. And we met with the principals of Plain City Elementary and Monroe Elementary, and Mrs. Page at Monroe said, you know, like, we realized none of her students had got the opportunity to participate in a safety town this past summer because of whether it's transportation or parents working. And so those of us sitting at the table, we said, how can we do this maybe in a 2-day event for Monroe students? And all of us were like, yes, we can do it. And then, you know, we think May is a busy time, and we're like, oh, it's getting kind of crazy with scheduling. But Sergeant Prather and Officer Flowers spent 2 days at Monroe Elementary helping to be in the safety town. So 40-some kindergarten students helping to teach them. Some of them had never ridden tricycles before, so it's a town set up that to teach stop signs and bike safety and pedestrian safety. So the time that they put into working with those students and helping them when it wasn't in our area, but they stepped up to help. So I wanted to give them certificates of appreciation for their. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't hear what he said.
So they're not getting paid for this.
Oh, no. All right, with that, I'll move into reports. So kind of touched on a little bit about what I've been into. Also attended on May 9th, the grand opening for Skin Era. I know Mr. Harriman was there, and it was a fast grand opening. I think that you were the only council member.
yeah.
Okay, there was a nice group represented of business owners and chamber, and that is a new aesthetic studio on the second floor of the McCune building. So we got to tour what's happening in the McCune building, seeing updates and progress.
Look great inside there, the space that they have, and just really neat how they've, first time being in, just seeing all the restoration in that older building, just how neat it looks and what they've done. It's really great to see.
And taking the planes to the elevator. I mean, that's kind of, it never thought we'd be going up in an elevator in Plain City. So it's kind of, it was neat, like you said, modernization, but keeping the historic
Yeah.
charm of the historic building. So thank you for attending that as well. Earlier last week, I joined the Madison County Chamber Board and was at my first meeting. There was a goat farm down in Madison, south of London, which is interesting. They used to live up in the California area, but then moved south and started this purebred dairy goat operation. So it's very interesting to see like how they're transforming hobby farming to a different level here in the county. We also have, the board has a rummage sale down at the Madison County Chamber office May 24th. So if anybody has any items that they would like to donate to that sale, they are taking some items and can set up transfer to get those items. So just wanted to put that out there as well. And with that, besides Tree City USA and Art Day, it's been Memorial Day Parade. So I hope I'm not taking your parks report, which we're not parks report. So it's at 10 a.m. on Memorial Day, and I've been working with Ms. Granger and Mr. Pitts on getting that with the American Legion, getting it organized. So the ceremony will pretty much take place around 11 at Forest Grove Cemetery, but the parade starts at 10. And also, I had a donation to the Lions Club auction. I was unable to attend, but donated lunch with the mayor. And so last Friday, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Mitchell, that farm outside the city, they purchased the auction. And we had lunch and talked about the updates around Plain City. They're lifelong community members. Mr. Mitchell was the county commissioner for Union County, so we were able to talk and catch up about some of the items, and we're excited to see here happening in Plain City.
And it's berry season, right?
And it's berry season. Yeah, that's a shameless plug for their daughters, Berry Patch Berries. They're best strawberries around. So, yeah, thank you. Okay, with that, Ms. Lupton.
Thank you, Mayor. The streetscape on the southeast side of town is finishing up. The trees are in, the mulch and the tree grapes are in, and the bricks are going in today. Hopefully get that finished up this week, followed by the electrical and poles and finishes and everything. We are looking for a part-time seasonal mower for the summer, trying to spread the word if you know anybody that's looking for a good summer job. And the historic depot is being transported on Thursday. Thursday morning should be. So if you see a large truck going through town, Church Street is where it's heading, and we hope to have that rebuilt over the next few months. That's all.
Thank you, Ms. Lupton. I do want to say, as I was driving down Main Street and to see the flags and the military banners, it looks so great, and want to appreciate everybody's time of putting into that streetscape and seeing it coming to fruition around the clock tower. It's looking really great.
Oh, we stopped at the crosswalk.
And the new crosswalk was striped this morning, so you will not be walking into the trash can anymore.
One of the things off your list.
That's right.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Hare. Ms. Sonnet, Finance Director.
I have nothing there,
Thank
thank you.
you. Chief McKee.
Yes, thanks, Mayor. Sergeant Praylor, Officer Flowers, who just left, and Officer Rubio and myself participated in the Union County Law Enforcement Memorial. I wanted to thank those guys for volunteering their time for that also. And as the mayor said, that we participated in the Safety Talent Row. We were also joined by the Madison County Sheriff's Office and the Pleasant Valley Fire Department, and several more of our officers have participated participated with that, but I just want to say thanks to all those people involved. And then last Friday, we conducted our Pioneer Project for Jonathan Elder High School, so we were out to the high school most of the day. That training consists of teaching the high school, the juniors and the seniors, the dangers of impaired driving. We actually put them on our side-by-side with the drunk goggles on, and they drive through a course. That's the only training that we want them to do bad on, because the drunk goggles are on them. When they do good, or when they do well, then that's when we worry. And then lastly, I participated in the Union County Total Solar Eclipse After Action meeting. We discussed the community impact of the event and if the 2-year planning that we did was sufficient. I believe it was. We didn't really talk about what we could do for the next one, because most of us won't be around. And then that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you, Chief. Moving into our discussion items, May council meeting schedule.
I think at the last meeting, we tentatively talked about next council meeting called Memorial Day. Staff doesn't have anything pressing that would need to be on that night, so it's up to you. Rather reschedule or cancel entirely.
I mean, I think the rescheduled dates didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So if there's nothing pressing based on legislative timelines that we need to get through it.
If something comes up, we can put it on the work session for June 5th, I believe.
I'm fine with that because it's next week, basically. It's not like we're
We're
3 weeks out.
I'm on vacation. We're going on vacation, so I'd be gone that week anyway. So in attendance. So whatever you guys want to decide.
Okay, so canceling the meeting? Is that Ms. Ferguson
Yes,
okay with,
that's-
yes?
that's-
I was gonna say, one less meeting is not always a
Yeah.
bad thing. Okay, Grant Communities LLC pre-annexation agreement correction.
There is a motion tonight, the pre-annexation agreement with Grand Communities LLC was finalized at the last council meeting. We detected a Scribner's error, they are a Kentucky LLC and not an Ohio LLC, so it can be corrected before signatures. Per our attorney, it didn't require a full enough resolution or readings, but we do want a motion for the record for that correction.
And power outage is Mr. Harriman.
So this is more, I won't say kind of event, but I know all the people in our neighborhood. So I wish Mr. Harry was here because he's one of the other ones probably. So this something you may know. I know our section in Copperfield, we're on the AEP grid and like the tail end. I don't know how many people else in Plain City have that. But I was going through like the text updates when we get the power outages and going back from March 25th of 23, we've had 11 outages since then. So if we average it out, I kind of went through about every 1.2 months, we're losing power. And when we time out the time, sometimes they're extended period time, sometimes they're hour. The average is about 42 minutes. So obviously it's been pretty impactful for our community, not fun to be losing power at 1 in the morning, 10 in the morning, whenever it is. I know my wife works at home, our neighbors, they work at home, are getting tired of getting kicked off the line. People are losing appliances and different things. And I'm starting to see people in our neighborhood are putting HOA requests to get portable whole house generators in. So we're getting a spur of those that are popping up at what, $10,000-$15,000 probably. So everybody's just kind of fed up with the service that we're getting from AEP. I know I've put in, and I think other neighbors put in to the Public Utilities Commission, kind of our gripe with them. And we're kind of getting tired of losing power all the time. So just wanted you guys to be aware and just kind of passing on the information. I don't know what we can do really other than just saying, hey, we need to get it fixed. And the other bad thing with AEP is the rates have gone up. So, I mean, I was looking compared to a year ago. I mean, we're spending what they further updates to improve the reliability service. I mean, our bill's up average about $80-some a month compared to last year. And probably our reliability's gone down a lot in the last year or two from them. So
Is it all of Copperfield that's on
I think so. I mean, when we drove, we were at a friend's house when we came in. It's like, there's like the line almost at like Copper, and I forget where it is. There might be.
The three cul-de-sacs that we live on right there. I think I've lost power in years like twice.
Yeah, we were with some
Ohio
friends.
Edison.
What?
Ohio Edison?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Edison.
Yeah, we were at some friend's house Friday night, and was like, I just got the alert on my phone, and we're like, okay, and we come driving down Willow Creek. It was like, we go by the three cul-de-sacs, everything's lit, and all of a sudden you just see total darkness. But on the bright side, well, not the bright side, the aurora borealis it was really nice. You could see in our area because we didn't have any house lights to block anything. So
Yeah.
Happens again, you come over.
We do have an AP liaison, so pass on the message to get your data again and just make sure that they're at least aware of.
Yeah.
registration.
So, and I don't know where we are, you know, on the line, and you know, how much we popped on. So we were out from like almost 12 hours from late Friday night to early Saturday morning.
This past Friday?
Yeah, this past Friday went out at like 10:40, 11 o'clock, and then didn't come back on until 10 o'clock the next morning. So, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Harriman. And I'm curious what public utilities will say too on that matter.
Yeah, I mean, I got on, filed, just go on their commission, you can do file a report, and, you get the email, hey, the investigator, whoever has in the, they'll be contacting us, so. That's how long that takes.
There wasn't even a storm Friday, was there? Was there much wind or
No,
No,
nothing.
nothing, right?
no, and what's funny, sometimes it'll be bad weather and we're good, but it's just so random.
Yeah.
There was an electrical storm, which was the.
Yeah,
aurora borealis, you know what I mean?
Oh, but
I mean, maybe it affects their power.
That's interesting. Community grant applications review.
The community grant applications were open from January 1st through April 30th. We received 3 applications for grants. One from Miami Valley Steam Threshers, 2 from the Plain City Music, Arts, and Theater Society. Do you want to just go through each one, or do you have specific questions? Okay. The Steam Threshers, they are requesting a grant for their annual event that's held in Passman Park in July. They did receive a grant last year in the amount of $5,000. They are asking for $5,000 again, which is our cap that we request. They submitted all of their financials and their nonprofit status. We didn't include them in the public packet because there's some confidential information, but we did verify that they are a nonprofit. They do pay $3,000 a park fee each year to rent the park. They do also receive revenue from camping that entire week during the festival. So there is money in and out from the village already. And they, again, asked for $5,000. The second from Plain City Music, Arts, and Theater Society. They submitted 2 applications, one for $1,000, but it's to offset the cost of the youth building. I think they need it for like 8 weeks or something, or 1 night 8 week, or 6. So
for rehearsals, right?
for rehearsals, yes. They are a new organization in Plain City. They also did submit all of their tax information that we have requested, and we verified their nonprofit status. The third request was also from Plain City Music and Arts. They are requesting $3,000 for startup costs for costumes and attire for a play focused on Jonathan Alder.
Did they say, okay, so like Steam Threshers, did they say they're just the cost to help put on the event is what they are, like nothing new or innovative?
Yeah, nothing specific. Well, let me make sure that's.
This park rental
Park
marketing,
rental marketing, printing of show books, and security. For the Plain City Arts, the first one in the amount of $1,000, I would recommend that we don't grant them that. We just waive the fee for the youth building. So it's not necessarily money out of, it is money out of our pocket, but we're not writing them a check just for them to turn around and write it to us. Could also do something similar for steam threshers, where you just waive the park rental fee of $3,000. And then I would just leave a actual grant for the Plain City Arts Society for $3,000. Just as an
In doing that, is that then a denial of the grant application for both of those?
No, this would be. I would consider it a grant. Otherwise, they'll.
Okay, got it.
I think that's a better use of funds of versus, I mean, I know like renting the youth building, like it's a good thing that's involving the community, because right now, like our residents and youth would have to either go to Marysville or London to perform, so it's exciting to have something here locally.
Where do those performances take place?
The ones that are after this will take place at the junior high.
Okay.
And the other one, Pioneer, I don't know where he's having that one at. The only reason I know what's about him after, my son's in that, so I will have to abstain from the waiting on this one tonight. It
The
wasn't
other one's
the
for
park.
Johnson.
They had it play in the park last year. I know. I don't know if they're doing it again.
Oh, it says, sorry, it says Buckeye Brass.
I was gonna say, I was trying to look, I thought I saw Buckeye Brass somewhere, I just couldn't find it under.
Well, I know they use that for rehearsals as well for both of those.
Yeah.
That's where they're performing at. He's a local kid. Danny is, I've known him since he was 7, 8 years old. They coached him in Little League and all through high school. He was involved with the arts. Before he even graduated, he even started helping out the junior high with the plays, which was fantastic. As a senior, he went back down to the junior high to pay it back.
He and Ms. Gorman, and the owner of Buckeye Brass, we kind of, when I first came on as mayor, one of my goals was a arts council. It's a little bit harder to do an arts council again, it's like Tree City USA status. But I removed myself out of that process because of timing. But they went ahead and formed the Arts Council. So I think it is kind of, comes to fruition, something that setting a goal to achieve for the community, but other people, they've stepped in to do it. So I think that's a great use of resources. And I know it's a tricky situation. I appreciate steam threshers. I know waiving the park rental, that could be something, I don't know what everybody's thoughts on that. I would, granting them another $5,000 grant doesn't seem, that's a lot when you're trying to make sure that an event can run on its own and everything. But maybe doing in-kind donations.
I like the idea that instead of giving that grant, to waive that. I mean, they're getting camping fees, so that'll help them out a little bit as well. I mean, we have a group that goes in and donates our time to help clean up the park more and take care of the trash cans on Saturdays. We usually go in. There's a group from our church that come in about every year, and we help them with that. But I like that idea that you suggested. It was waiving the, yeah, for the park fee. But I mean, I agree with you. I think with 5, I get it. That's what our limit is, and they bring great value to the year, but we're also losing those camping fees sometimes.
Right.
And I think maybe we're still supporting.
Mhm.
I don't know how everyone wants to. I mean, I don't think there should be more every year.
And just to be clear, we're saying waive the $3,000 fee and not approve the grant request, but it's not the grant, still grant $2,000 of the plus the 3,000.
No, I think it's an either or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
That's how I interpret
It would basically be a grant and $3,000.
Got it. Okay.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yeah, no, I think that's a perfect, we want to be a good community partner. I think that's a good way to show that.
okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I mean, I think like you said, the economic impact of that weekend is huge. The tractor parade's a huge thing for our community.
Oh yeah, they bring so much into it.
Yeah, so I'd be okay waiving the $3,000 and giving a $2,000 grant to kind of meet the max cap. I'd be supportive of that, but open either. I think waiving the rental fees is a no-brainer, but I'd be okay doing the 2,000 to meet the 5,000, but I mean, I think it's a huge weekend for our area.
No, I mean, that's kind of was in my notes was, waiving or giving the park fee, it's more of partnering, instead of every year coming asking for the grant request, it's a huge thing, kind of an identity of our community. It's kind of like, hey, this is our, contribution, and hey, we're gonna, waive the park rental fee, because like I said, but that, as they're making all of the revenue in with the camping that, we would be losing otherwise on that for those. Do they get is it for the whole week? Is it just for when the show happens? Is it?
Yeah, so, we do not book any of the grass sites, so there's actually, 41 sites that they get the camping revenue. I'm sorry, 38 sites they get the camping revenue from, and then we have to block out 3 other gravel sites. So, looking at our, approximate, financials, we probably are giving up revenue about $6,000 for that week.
From the camping fees alone.
Camping.
Camping revenue, we don't.
Yeah.
We can't put those sites, so, yeah, we reread the numbers, that's about $6,000 of revenue that we're giving up.
Yeah.
And we're going to lose a little bit with that. Like, do you kind of pre-plan, like book that week ahead of time so people can't book those sites?
Yeah, we block the sites.
Okay. So.
Block the sites, and anybody that's there that would be a long-term camper that happens to be staying through Steam Threshers, we let them know about Steam Threshers, what's gonna happen. And then we also, we do not charge them for that week, so Steam Threshers goes to them directly and gets their camping dollars from them. So they are not charged, so there's no double charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the long-term people can stay, the revenue goes directly.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Steam Threshers gets money directly from them for that week. Yep.
Okay, so I heard a little bit of two discussions. I've heard just waive the park rental for that week, but then also then the other one is waive the park rental and additional 2,000, but what's,
And just to be clear, I was just asking that question.
Oh, yes,
I wasn't
okay.
necessarily stating that. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what was on the table here as the option. So,
oh,
Now
so
it's time to
what is
state
your,
say your option.
yes,
I don't want to. I am actually good with either. I like the idea of, the request is for 5,000 and we're responding with 3,000. I think it's fair. I also think it's fair to do what you suggested. So I could go either way. So, do I have to pick one?
yes, you had to pick one.
That would be just
All right.
making one.
Yes.
I'm going to go with 3,000. With swapping out the 3,000 for the 5,000 of park
So waiving the perk fee.
waiving. Yes.
3,000. I will second that.
Mr. Sims motioning, to waive the park fee, Ms. Ferguson seconding. Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
No.
Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Okay, that was
3 yeas.
4 yes, 1 no, so motion passes. And is there, on the Theater Society?
And just to be clear, we'll do the one time mattress one first.
Okay.
$1,000. Motion to waive the youth building rental.
So I will motion to waive the youth building fees for that, one mattress production.
Second that motion.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Abstain.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Okay, that was 4 to approve and 1 abstention, so motion passes to waive the youth building rental for Once Upon a Mattress. And our third motion about the equipment cost.
This is for the Path of the Pioneer. They requested $3,000.
So motion to approve the community grant application from the Plain City Music Arts and Theater for musical rehearsal.
Second.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Daly.
Yes.
Motion passes to approve the production equipment costs. And is there a motion to approve the correction to the pre-annexation agreement with Grand Communities LLC?
I'll move to approve correction for the pre-annexation agreement with Grand Communities LLC.
I'll second.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Motion is approved. Moving into unfinished business, second reading ordinance 11-2024, approving a 2024 supplemental budget update.
Motion to,
Motion to approve second reading ordinance 11-2024.
second.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Ordinance 11-24 is passed. Second reading resolution 25-24, stating what services the Village of Plain City will provide to the proposed annexation of property at 0 Cemetery Pike.
Motion to approve resolution 25-2024.
Second.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Resolution 25-24 passes. Second reading resolution 26-24, authorizing and directing the village administrator to apply to the Ohio Public Works Commission for Clean Ohio Conservation Program funds.
Motion to approve resolution 26-2024.
Second.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Resolution 26-24 passes. Second reading resolution 27-24, supporting the Village of Plain City's application for funding through the Ohio Public Works Commission Clean Ohio Conservation Program for the Sugar Run Acquisition Project.
To approve resolution 27-2024.
Second.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Resolution 27 passes. Second reading resolution 28-24, authorizing and directing the village administrator to apply for Ohio Department of Natural Resources NatureWorks grant program funding for a project in Madison County, Ohio.
Motion to approve resolution 28-2024.
Second.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 28-24 passes. Second reading resolution 29-24, authorizing and directing the village administrator to apply for Ohio Department of Natural Resources NatureWorks grant program funding for a project in Union County, Ohio.
Motion to approve resolution 29-2024.
Second.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Resolution 29-24 passes. Moving into new business, first reading resolution 30-2024, authorizing the sale of village property. First reading resolution 31-2024, requesting that the Madison County Auditor certify information for the levy of a tax outside the 10 mil limitation and requesting a waiver of the second reading.
A motion to waive the second reading for 31-2024.
Second.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman, Mr. Lewis.
Yes. Motion to approve 31-2024.
Second.
Mr. Daly,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Resolution 31-2024 is approved. And that concludes our public portion of our meeting this evening. We will not be coming back with further business. We're about to move into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 121.22G8, to consider confidential information related to an applicant for economic development assistance. Is there a motion to enter?
Motion to enter executive session, section 121-22G.
Second.
Mr. Daly?
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson?
Yes.
Mr. Aaron?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Sims?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.